Ansary here with more Outside the Box news for November 14th, 2016. And for those of you that have been following along, you know that I've talked about the Donald Trump deception and how things may start on a pleasant note with China and Russia, but they will later turn very sour. Or some could say very quickly. As we look at this report from the Daily Caller, which I'm going to read word for word, China says it will retaliate if Trump taxes Chinese goods. The value of China's currency has plummeted to a 7-year low against the dollar. China's central bank lowered the reference rate for the 7th consecutive trading day Monday. The devaluation of Chinese currency may fuel calls for U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to follow through on his promise to label China a currency manipulator. In devaluing its currency, China protects its exports, which Trump said he will punish with tariffs as high as 45%. Some scholars argue that such a move could start a trade war, noting that China would almost certainly retaliate with actions of its own. China warned on Sunday that it would in fact retaliate and advised Trump to look at history as an example. So pause. Tensions are already beginning, and Trump hasn't actually even entered the White House yet. I think this is a sign that what I've talked about, a trade war erupting from a Trump selection, and it being by designed to lead us to the next step. So this paper in China asserted that if Trump imposes a tariff of 45% on Chinese imports, then Chinese-U.S. trade will be paralyzed. China will take a tit-for-tat approach. A batch of Boeing orders will be replaced by Airbus. U.S. auto and iPhone sales in China will suffer a setback, and U.S. soybean and Mozzie imports will be halted. China can also limit the number of Chinese students studying in the United States. None of the previous presidents were bold enough to launch an all-out trade war against China. Trump, as a shrewd businessman, will not be so naive. If Trump wrecks Sino-U.S. trade, a number of U.S. industries will be impaired. Finally, the new U.S. president will be condemned for his recklessness, ignorance, and incompetence, and bear all the consequences. So I just read from you the translation from the Global Times, a Chinese publication. At the highest levels of the Chinese government, officials are already working to smooth things over with the incoming U.S. president. China and the U.S. must promote the two countries' economic development and global economic growth and push for better development going forward in China-U.S. relations, according to Xi, the puppet in China, who is playing out his role, who is playing out his selection, as Vladimir Putin is playing out his. So all this is starting. Hey, Trump, don't go down this road. Dude, don't go down this road. We need to work together. Let's not go down this road. And Trump hasn't even taken the White House. The link is down below, which comes to us originally from the Daily Caller.